children of the southern states of America. We are gathered here today to bring in the beginning of a new era. And now the Speaker of the South.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, man. Whoa. It's 2021. Welcome to the Sipp City Podcast, man. We back for the new year. It's been a while. We already know. We know the fans missed us and everything, but guess what? We back. We in full effect. And we coming harder than we ever came before. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's the boy T.E. to the double R, Mr. Terrence right here, host with the most. I'm sitting over to my wrist night, maybe to y'all itself. It really don't matter no way, but we got Mr. Big Face. I'm talking about the co-host with the most himself over here, Mr. T.E.Z. What it do, boy?
In the house.
Hey, then we got a newcomer to the show. He said he want to sit down and see how Sipp City do what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good friend of ours, you know. Mr. Dave over here. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to shout out? What you do, man?
Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you inviting me, man. I appreciate y'all putting me down and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is a blessing, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. We appreciate you being. We appreciate you being, man. Shit, what was your 2020 like for you?
Short.
Short?
Yeah, it was short, man.
Just like that?
It came, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? It was like dead. For real, though. It was short.
Okay. TZ.
Yes.
2020 for you, man. What was it like?
2020, good riddance. With your bitch ass.
Shit.
You know, 2020 has been, to say the least, a trying year, but it's been a year of reflection. You know, you got a chance. A lot of us had to, be off of work, be out of school for this pandemic. So it gave you a chance to really do things that you maybe was uncomfortable with like having a conversation with your old lady.
Oh yeah. Shit, 2020 ruined a lot of relationships.
Or your kids. You couldn't just come in and go to bed.
Right. Get in bed, get ready for school.
You had to really talk, but for the most part, man, 2020, we love to see you come, but you look better going than coming.
Glad to see you go.
Yeah. All I can say is 2020, fuck you. And goddamn it, welcome. Welcome to 2021. And we keep it on with the bullshit, I say.
Yeah. And you know what I didn't do?
What's that?
Which people do every year. I didn't make any resolutions.
I made a resolution.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I made a resolution.
What you mean?
I made a resolution to basically cut any motherfucker off that don't mean me no good.
You just did that?
Well, you should have been did that.
Well, I was a proponent of giving people chances.
I did that in 99.
Let me see. What year is this?
Man,
that shit right there been done.
Nigga, I was 12 in 99, man.
All right, well, we go from there.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't 12, but
yeah.
But the thing about it is, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? We all, especially if you got a good heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You tend to help people.
Yeah.
That's where you fuck up at.
And that's where a lot of times that's where you fuck up at. But ain't nothing wrong with helping people.
That's true.
Until you help them, and then they don't give a shit.
So then, look, you just paid them to do what?
Get away from
you.
Hey.
They say you got off easy, maybe?
You got off easy.
Walk away.
Now, 2021, only thing I'm going to say, if any of you motherfuckers owe me, won't you go on and come on? Your year ain't going to go right until you pay me back.
Oh, so you starting your year off with a dream, then?
With a dream.
Okay, that's all it is. You ain't getting anything. It's a dream, my brothers. That's like a hope and wishes. Ain't no happiness on that.
They say he like Martin. Martin said he had a dream that one day we would all come together and be as one.
And pay his back.
Yeah, pay Tez his money.
But none of that shit happened.
Ain't none of it. It's 2021. Everybody still broke. Everybody ain't got no job. If you do got a job, be thankful for it.
Amen.
If you don't want to be thankful for it, fuck it. Sit back, collect the unemployment. Shit.
Man, shit. Watch Sipp Sipp.
And right.
Yeah, get you a sip while you at it. Shit, man. Y'all heard about Dr. Dre being hospitalized a couple days ago. He had an aneurysm to bust in his brain, but he's doing good. He put out a social media post thanking everybody for the well wishes, that he was doing fine, and that the team at Cedar Hills Hospital was doing a great job. My question is, to either one of y'all, what y'all think caused the aneurysm?
I thought that was it for Dr. Dre.
You thought it was it for him?
Yeah, I didn't have no faith. When they said Dr. Dre was in Cedar Sinai with this aneurysm, I said, fuck, Dr. Dre is gone.
Wow.
This motherfucker bitch done stressed him the fuck out.
All right, well.
And he is out of here. But good thing my motherfucking skeptical ass wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to see a great like Dr. Dre go out like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, big ups to Dr. Dre for pulling through, and cause I didn't even really, I knew what an aneurysm is, but my mind gets a little fucked up over the years, but.
I thought it was a physical when I first heard it. No, I'm lying.
Well, I ain't think it was physical. I thought that when they go up in your ass. Sound more like
aneurysm.
That sound more like what it is.
That's that thing, when they, you talking about that thing when they put it in your ass.
Do they give you the finger?
What do they call it?
Colonoscopy.
There you go.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah.
They telling me I need to get one, but fuck that.
Man, go get yourself
Not
checked.
so much, but you know what I'm saying.
Fuck that.
Figure that out later.
Man, you don't want no little shit crumbs left in your ass. Cause
Fuck
problem,
that.
man.
Fuck that.
Go get the finger.
Hey, look, for everybody that does that and help and all that, that's fine.
More power.
More power to you. I refuse to let the motherfucker
Camera,
me in my ass.
you know what I'm saying? It's the whole camera.
The whole camera.
I mean, it's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The pipe and shit.
No.
So you ain't gonna be like Bernie Mac and Soul Man when he was over there. I'm just sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the tide.
Man, I couldn't even imagine no shit like that. That's just like, it's gotta be a better way.
Gotta be.
We got technology
Man,
and shit.
it's
So why don't
technology.
they figure something else out though? Like that?
Yeah, they because they freaking like that.
Maybe.
They wanna probe your ass. They ain't probing my ass.
It's gonna be a want, my brother. It's just a want. Shit.
I mean, say they freaking like this.
But for real though, cause it might be that, cause I can't see it.
Man, that shit crazy. But
I can't
dog,
see it with binoculars.
man, that shit crazy though by Dre though, man. Like I was really scared for the brother when I first heard it, and I ain't gonna lie. The first thought that went through my mind was that dirty bitch. She got him.
Man.
That man knew not to worry about that. He'd already beat her enough in court. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, come on. Now, I mean, she was asking for damn near what, 3/4 of his goddamn empire?
Hey.
Shit, I think she wanted just $1 million just for entertainment per month.
Entertainment.
Just for entertainment.
$1 million.
Still wanted spousal support. I forgot how much they wanted for that shit. Man, that shit was crazy. I was like, man, don't get me wrong.
What did she end up getting?
I think it's still going on in the courts.
Still going on.
Yeah.
But that just go to show you, you can work hard and try to build yourself up. Like Dre did, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come with a silver spoon. Work, get all of these riches, and then somebody come and just take it all.
Snatch the carpet from under your
Snatch
feet.
the carpet for some fucking pussy.
That's America for you.
Yeah.
That's America.
That's
I'm like, I forget the name of it. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Rick Rose.
Rick
Ah,
Ross.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you was with me when I'm shooting in the gym, but I don't know what she did. She could have brought a lot to the table. Hell, she could have fucking advised him on a lot of shit. She could have did this. She could have did that. But you know what I know in my mind what the fuck she was doing?
What's that?
She was nagging the fuck out of this man every fucking time he left the fucking house. Every time he was at the fucking studio late night.
Crank the car.
Where the fuck you at? What you doing? I know you ever fuck with these bitches.
She nagged that ninja when he was cracking the car.
Cranking the car.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, putting shoes on, wearing the shit out that man.
So
you
she
know,
probably
like,
just,
Where you going? What you doing?
She probably did cause a fucking aneurysm.
Shit.
That's crazy.
That's automatic.
Man.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm saying is if you got somebody, don't nag them to fucking death. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Let a motherfucker live. Let a motherfucker breathe. Cause 9 times out of 10, and this is the big misconception, ladies. Every time your man leave the house, he is not going to fuck with other women.
Most 99% of the time he ain't doing nothing. He's just chilling.
He just chilling.
Way, just trying to chill. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like that women nag because they feel like that you're doing something that they are not necessarily approving of, or do you think you have proven a reason for that woman to nag?
At the end of the day, you're gonna have different types of women too, though.
Yeah.
You know, you got some women that's gonna ride your ass like a pony.
Mm-hmm.
You got some that's chill. It just depends on the woman. It just depends on the relationship.
True.
It depends on the dude.
Yep.
Have you, like you say, have you given her a reason to, like, feel like that?
Yeah.
Some of them gonna be like crazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around some women recently, you know what I'm saying, in my past.
Mm-hmm.
Got some nut balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they you leave the house, your window's broken.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, hey, look, you leave the house, your window's broken.
Damn.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
But then you got the ones that be like, okay, baby, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
And then you say, well, okay, baby, want me to bring you something back? Or,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
I
just
got you.
depends. It just depends on the relationship.
But now on the flip side of that, how many men do the women like that?
I don't know. You got some
When
old
they
ass
leave the
niggas.
house. Oh, I'm just saying. When they,
like that.
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying. When they leave the house, you know, women usually get a pass. Oh, I was going shopping. I'm going with my girls. Or I'm having this thing or that thing. As men, we don't say shit.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll let me when you get it back.
See, what Martin say, see when I see.
See?
I think that comes into play because, for one, men don't really take the time to sit up and dream ideas of what
What
could
they
be.
doing, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We kind of more so just take it like if they show up at our front door, then we handle it then. You know, but you know, a lot of women, especially those that carry the emotional baggage from past relationships, they love to hang on to that. And what I like to tell women is, if you still got the remnants of the last dude in your psyche, in your spirit, you can't mess with me.
You might need to just hold on.
You need to do a cleanse on yourself.
Filter that.
Yeah. Because you're not gonna put what he did on me and make it seem like it's my fault.
It ain't right.
Nah, that's
That's
unfair.
a battle that you can't win.
Oh yeah, you can win it. It's called get the fucking stepping.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you trying to stay in that relationship, you can't win that battle because you don't even know this other person per se or what the fuck they
On
did.
the gate, right.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell me what the fuck they did to you, but I don't really know. I wasn't fucking there, so you know I don't even what you saying. I don't even need to hear that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
First of all, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? First, I don't want to hear what that motherfucker did.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I'm going to do. You do what you do. Let's just grow.
Together.
Heal, have. You know what I'm saying?
Together.
That shit that happened back there, let's just not worry about that. How about that?
I'm like this with it. I feel like we should treat relationships just like a job.
Okay.
You should at least give me 3 references of the past dudes that you had so I can sit down and talk with them.
Physical.
Hey man, what did you do to make her get away from you? What happened? Like, did she leave you? You left her? What happened? Because if I get 2 out of the 3 say, hey man, the bitch crazy, I'm getting the hell away.
But guess what though? You got this. Another thing is like, it's 3 sides to every story, right?
Yeah.
It's his side, her side, then the truth
True.
in the middle somewhere. So everybody gonna have their embellishment.
Yeah, I give you that. That's true.
They gonna embellish. The dude gonna embellish. She gonna embellish.
And that's like anything else, you know what I'm saying? That's just like a review, you know what I'm saying? On a product or anything like that. You very seldom get great reviews.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get complaints.
Yeah.
So people they ain't not gonna remember the good shit. They just gonna remember the things that they did or you did to them that they didn't agree with. So,
But I would tell you, bad news travel fast.
Oh yeah.
The guys you know in prison hear about shit that didn't happen on the street before you hear about it.
Yep.
Exactly.
You'll fuck around and talk to them. They be like, "Hey man, you heard so and so got shot."
no, I ain't heard that.
Oh really? But this nigga in prison though. You know?
Yeah.
Like, no.
I ain't heard that boy.
Real.
Exactly.
But that's what it is.
No.
You gonna get the bad stuff first. You ain't gonna get the good stuff.
You ain't
But believe it or not, though, I'm gonna be honest. Women do that shit that I'm talking about, though. They go back and they question. They'll find people that know you and question your past. Well, what was he? How was he? Then that lets them. That kind of gives them a parameter of where they want to fuck with you at.
Yeah.
Whether you gonna be the dude that come through and fix the lamp when it break, or you gonna be breaking down the walls.
You gonna be the one that broke the lamp.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I mean, like I say, I know most men don't really. They be like, hey, what she did with him don't matter.
Yeah.
But to me, it does because if she was treacherous with him,
She gonna be treacherous.
she gonna be treacherous with me. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no sense of me going through it if I ain't got to.
Sense.
That's the way I look at it.
Sense
Now.
made.
You know, like I say, the one I got, I'm gonna be honest. She a soldier. She been down with me ever since we been together. Now, do we have our little quarrels here and there? Yeah, that's everybody. Yeah, but we ain't having nothing detrimental. You know, if it gets to the point where it's detrimental, then we already done made the agreement. We split ways, but we split ways amicably. You know what I'm saying? Look, we ain't.
Preferably.
Yeah. You know, ain't no sense in going through all this drama when you ain't got to. Baby, let's go on, do what we gotta do. But you know what I'm saying? That's my world. I tell people like that. She is my world. So for her to be my world, then that means my world is revolving around her and hers is revolving around me. So we constantly got to be in a total alignment with each other. Total alignment.
Total is a big word.
Because if we come out of alignment with each other, then we must pull apart, sit down so we can get back together. Ain't no sense in pulling apart and staying apart. Not if we want to be together.
If not, if you want to be together, you're not gonna do that.
Right.
If you want to be together.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Total is a big word though. Total. That's like everything and shit.
Yeah.
But I digress.
You know, like I say, it is.
To each his own.
Yeah, everybody got different views. You know what I'm saying?
Some people can get that total. You know what I'm saying? Some people can get.
I'd like to know where you get that from. Target or Walmart?
The total.
I'm saying I want to get from that shit. I mean my next birthday, October. Gift card, please, for the total alignment.
I got it.
Give me the total card.
Yeah, give me the total card. You know what I'm saying? I would like to get that. That'd be nice.
Exactly. I want that motherfucker too.
But
we're gonna pass them motherfuckers around.
Yeah, that comes with it's not no male chauvinistic speak when I say this, but it's really when the woman knows her place and the man knows his place.
What does that mean, man? You just open up a can of worms. Hey, you say they place to a woman, you open up a can of worms.
What place?
What
What you mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's that like this is when I say a woman knows her place, a man knows her place. The woman is the magnet.
I want to hear this.
You know what I'm saying?
Mouse ears on this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? The woman magnetizes the man's heart. And it creates a revolving circuit because the man once the woman gets in the man's heart, the man gets in the woman's head, and it becomes an electrical circuit. Wow. And that's how you bond and vibe with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's when I say when a woman knows her place and a man knows his place. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man out this motherfucker. Every time I look around, he crab. You acting like a bitch. Shut up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no woman around this motherfucker talk about I'm finna go pull the post hole digger out and plant some fences. What the fuck? Get your ass in the house. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You role reversal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got so many guys out here nowadays that I hate to say it like this, but they were raised by single mothers. And all they know is what the mother taught them. They ain't never heard the father's side. They ain't never been around no real men to tell them like, look, don't disrespect this, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Keep 10 toes on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of this, what I call bitch assness comes from. You know?
Do you need a fucking manual to know how to be a man? When you become a man,
yeah, you do.
I don't think so.
Where does the manual come from, though? It's not going to be a physical manual.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about writing that, though. But anyway, I'm thinking about getting on that, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Coming soon. Coming soon.
The man manual.
The man manual. Yeah. All right, then. $39.99. You know what I'm saying?
On Amazon.
And soon. But yeah, that's some deep shit. What the manual is for any man, whether you right or wrong, is how you grew up, where you grew up at.
Yeah.
You got your own manual.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah. You know, that's how I go. Come from the older head.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock anybody's circumstances or anything like that, because I know, you know, everybody come up through difficult circumstances with single parent households and the mother trying to get it, and kids struggling, or you know, or whatever may have you. But it comes a point where you get to a certain age where you have to start making decisions for your own future. You can't just rely on your folks to push you or put you in every. The only thing they can do is raise you up, right?
You gotta make your own decision.
It's time for you to start making right decisions.
Personal accountability.
Personal accountability.
Exactly.
So now the thing about it is, when you decide to get in a car with some of your friends and they are talking about going to do some bullshit, and you get caught up in that bullshit, you had an opportunity to say, hey man, stop the car.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have said no.
Or you said no.
Yeah.
Nah, dog, I ain't with
Or
that.
you could have influenced them to say no.
Yeah.
Not just let them go out.
Yeah. Yeah. We got.
So, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways, because I look at a lot of these guys, you know, big time stars, or NFL players, NBA players. A lot of these guys come from the same situation, same circumstances.
Yeah.
Single parent households, you know what I'm saying? Mother raised them, or in some cases father raised them. But either way, they didn't have that two-parent household, and they still made it. What was the circumstances that made them make it? So
Personal accountability.
in
Held themselves responsible
Yep.
for their own actions.
so in order for you to do that, so maybe you got everything right here, right?
Yep.
You got all the information that you need. So you need to let me look at what KD did, or let me look at what, you know what I'm saying, some of these other guys did to get there. And if you do that, even if you don't make it, you know, to the NBA or NFL, you have really gotten some life changing
advice and-
skills and
yeah.
advice that could take you a long way.
Positive feedback.
Positive
Yeah.
feedback, exactly.
Yeah, you know, especially us as black men, man, we really have to get to a point where, you know, we gotta start taking personal accountability for a lot of our actions. Because, I mean, matter of fact, I was having a conversation the other day with a constituent of mine where we were basically talking about how black people and black men get perceived in one notion by the dominant society, or the colonizers, if you want to call them. And the next thing you know, we mad and upset because they want to say, oh, well, we perceived you as a thug, but yet you walk around like a thug. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, perception is key. I don't want you to perceive me as a thug, but at the same time, I shouldn't carry myself as a thug neither.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Why you say that?
No matter how you live your life above reproach, you don't dress a certain way, you don't act a certain way. When you interact with that dominant, superior race,
In quotation mark.
they already got you labeled. So it don't matter. It don't matter what you do. I.e., and I know this was a topic you was about to bring up, but the insurgency on the Capitol.
Oh, man.
So it don't matter if it was 150 or 200,000 black men and women in suits and ties and business attire, looking the part, trying to get into the White House or into the Capitol building. It would have been a slaughter.
Man, come on.
I agree.
I get you, but
Yeah. I agree.
It would have been a slaughterhouse.
Slaughter.
Yeah, I agree. It would have been, and you know that's actually where I was
It is
going to
what
say.
it is, though.
Yeah.
But we know that, though.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a secret.
Right.
So we know not to run our ass up there and do no dumb shit like that.
Right.
See, they right.
See, that's what I'm telling you. We already knew.
Yeah.
Even with interactions with the police, they gonna tell us.
To go, I wouldn't have went.
Right.
No, I'm just saying. In any interaction with police, with authority, in most instances, 99% of interactions like that, we are compliant. Because we already know the fucking outcome if we don't.
Because we got common fucking sense as black men, especially.
Yeah.
I got common sense. I know if you had to call me, we finna go up there and storm the White House and break windows out of this shit.
Man, you
I'm
lost
like,
your mind.
yeah, man, I'm gonna go. I'm finna,
I'm going to the boat.
Yeah, yeah, do that. I'll be right back.
No, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, is you crazy?
No, your mind made up. You go, I'll be right back. When you warming up the car to go, I'm like, yeah, man, we have to leave him.
Yeah.
Don't be like,
Should be peeking out around the corner like them. Yeah, they gone.
But then
I'm like, they gone now. Yeah, right, they gone now.
They gone. All right, I gonna make it out. Yeah.
Woo!
But then to see,
Dog, that bullet.
but then to see people that still feel like what those thugs, the insurgents,
Terrorist.
terrorists
That was
did
terrorist activity.
That was
though.
domestic terrorism.
Come on, man.
was
The White House
was
though?
okay. And then I seen a letter. Somebody posted on Facebook a letter to Donald Trump thanking him.
Oh, they were thanking him out there on the grounds of the Capitol.
Man,
I'm like, what? This is what we dealing with, people.
where does your mindset go to allow you to be able to do that?
It's been there. It's been like that.
Them.
Yeah, it's been there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, don't get me wrong. And I'm not bashing neither side. Well, okay, but bullshit side. I'm bashing the fucking domestic terrorists. But it's like at some point in time we gotta we gotta learn this right here. They been savages. Everything they touch, they destroy. Everything that they ever come in contact with, they conquer and kill.
That's history. That's history.
That's history.
But now watch this. Now on the other side, what's the saying? To the victor, go
Go
the
spoils.
spoils. So like we have a war right now. We fight up in the garage, goddammit.
Yeah.
Right? Wherever we at, in the outside in the mall or wherever. Whoever win, get the shit.
Yeah. I mean, basically, what they did was no different than what the motherfucker did in the American Revolution. They came over, took a country from the Indian people, and said, "Oh, now this is ours." Just like they holler, the capital is ours.
To the victor.
Go to spoil.
But it's another thing to that also, and this is what we've been trying to tell white America as far as privilege. You saw white privilege on full display. The same way we sit here and said.
But that's what you
that-
saw. That
that
ain't what
we-
they saw.
No.
Some of them didn't see that.
Because they can't see it. Because
that's the point.
because that's almost like a birthright to them. That's almost like
It is a birthright.
it's almost like
Like
breathing.
breathing.
It's
Yep.
almost like breathing to them.
Yup.
It is like breathing.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is breathing.
Yeah, I can't go here.
Well, we're lesser in a lot of people's mind, not all of them, but a lot of people's mind, we are. As black men and women, black people, Hispanics or whatever, you're not the majority. So you are lesser to them.
Yep. You are.
So let me
automatic to them.
so this is my whole thing, and this is my whole way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me, you idiot, imbecile, because you feel like your skin is fairer than mine, that you are better than me?
No.
And when I kick you in your fucking face
You damn right
or
I am.
beat the fuck out you,
But
then do you still feel, and then that motherfucker still get up and still feel the same way?
that's the point.
You saw the dude get hit with the twisted T? Mango. Nigga got blasted with that motherfucker with that with the dude in the store. Blasted him like a motherfucker with a can of tea. But it's not that their skin, that they look at their skin as make them better. Some do. I'm not gonna say all. Not just, but they look at their upbringing, what they have been passed down over times and generations and generations. Racism. Don't get me wrong. Wealth. They've been handed this country down for generation to generation.
And why shouldn't they?
And so why would you not think that they would feel that way?
Because they
that's all they know.
Because they have been treacherous, devious, inhumane, really less than human in a lot of instances.
Damn, you deep, bro.
Because, you know what I'm saying, if you are a human, then you should have empathy or those type of emotions to invoke toward another human being. Now, if you've been taught or you thought that another, and what kills me is you treat your fucking dog better than you do your fellow human beings, I ain't got no love for you.
Your dog is a pet, but a former slave is a former slave.
That's
what
it.
the mentality is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, we are
With cattle, chattels.
Yeah.
chattel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've never been classified as a human to them.
To them. And
We've
I-
always been chattel
see,
property.
But see, this is what gets me is because in 2021 or 2020, this year that we are in the year of all of the technology and forward-thinking type people that we are supposed to be, that you would still have those types of feelings and thoughts. Granted, 1700s or get them a pass. I'm willing to give them a pass because they may have been ignorant enough to believe it. But if you believe that in 2020, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to end up coming to a place where we are not going to have a choice but to defend ourselves, because we're not going to keep taking the bullshit and we're not going to keep being treated as second-class citizens.
So you New African People Organization, now watch this though. You're trying to change 400-500 years of a situation in America in 150 years. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna take longer. We're gonna get there. I don't think we need to shoot nobody or nothing like that.
Just like
I ain't saying shoot nobody, but at the same time,
that's not-
I can't keep letting you make it either. I can't keep letting you use that ignorance. Ignorance is no excuse.
Yeah.
I can't let you keep using that for a scapegoat.
Ignorance is not an excuse to break the law, because you didn't know this was a law. So then I get a pass. That is not how it happens.
Right.
Exactly.
Total agreement, but you're not gonna be. No one is gonna be able to change hundreds and hundreds of years in 100.
Yeah.
So okay.
100, 200.
So granted.
We gotta get. They gotta. Those people who were back there doing their thing back then.
So granted.
Gotta go, and then people have to get a mindset that's going forward.
Yeah.
It's changing.
Let me ask you
It's
this
changing.
though. Do you feel like it's frustrating for you to have to almost teach them how to not be racist?
No, it's not frustrating.
Hell yeah, that's frustrating.
It's frustrating to me.
It's not frustrating to me because, you call a spade a spade.
True.
That's just how you have to live.
But making the same point.
Yeah.
You need to understand the situation, but you can't overreact to the situation. And any situation takes time. We have ignorant blacks as well as we have ignorant whites and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just going to take time for people to get to understand this. The world, not just America, is a melting pot.
Yeah.
I mean, we all are here together.
Yeah.
So when we got bigger problems than racism, we got way bigger problems than racism. Because we keep going like we're going, it's going to be some shit that's happening that all of us going to have to figure out anyway. There's some fucking aliens come down here from another planet. All of a sudden, motherfuckers going to be friends, kumbaya and shit.
They're gonna
You got to have a common enemy. Right now, the common enemy is each other.
Yep.
Skin color, understanding,
Well,
education,
only-
religion.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
I don't even think that's the common enemy.
What's
What
the
is?
common enemy?
I think the problem is classism in this society. It's really classism versus racism, and it all culminates into this whole boiling pot until it boils over at a certain point.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Where does classism and racism and colorism, where's all that stuff come into this one thing where it's just fucked up? I mean,
Because this is you have to look at the history.
They offsprings of each other.
You have to
They
look at
are.
the history of it, because back in slavery days, you had slaves and you had poor whites. So,
poor whites were treated better than slaves.
They were
No,
indigenous.
well-
they were indigenous servants.
well, they were just a notch above each other, but
I take that
but,
notch if I was there, though.
but of course, but now check this out. They had more in common, so they started to
Free State of Jones.
no,
I mean, what is it?
yeah, kind of like that. To basically, you know what I'm saying? They were together. You know what I'm saying? We had a common goal, and then
I wouldn't have.
the higher ups and the elites saw that, and they said, no, we can't have them being together.
So that's when they decided to make this thing where
So that's why if you were $50 million and you got poor white trash over here, he still feel like he better than you.
yeah, well that's just a feeling though.
No.
It's just a feeling.
Well,
But now that feeling can take you to storm the Capitol building.
now that, if I had the 50 million, that feeling would take me to the Ferrari lot. But,
That was
however you want to feel. He can feel like he can call me a piece of shit as I drive by in my Lambo.
Now, see, I'm like this with it. Classism, racism, colorism, all of that is a common ground, common enemy of where we are right now. But that's not the biggest problems that we have, especially as black people. Black people are just as racist as white people, and you can't deny it, we are. Do we have
Zero.
Do we have a fight with it?
I'm gonna disagree
Yeah, we
on
do.
that, and I'll let you finish
This is
your point.
interesting.
You know what
I'll
I'm
let
saying?
you finish your point.
You know, it's like this right here. For every bit of hate that they spread, we spread right back. But what pisses me off about us as black people is we do the hate to each other, and then sit back and be like, well, it's their fault the reason we like this. Now, granted, they got a play in it. Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. They got a play in it because they started this shit with us. But what we as black people got to learn is, and got to start understanding is, it's a new day and age. I hate to use this word, but I'm gonna use it. We gotta pull our own selves up by our bootstraps and say, fuck what they thinking, fuck they handouts, and get it for ourselves. When we get it for ourselves and come together like we supposed to be, it ain't a goddamn thing they can do with us.
Republican much? I mean, I'm just, where you
You know
going
what I'm
with
saying?
this?
You know what I'm saying? Democrat, Republican, any of this. They're just like this, right?
I agree with you, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had this conversation, once again, with a constituent of mine. They were speaking on the state of Georgia flipping blue due to the electoral college. Oh, man, that's a great day. The Democrats are taking the House and the Senate, blah, 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 blah. Ain't shit changed, and ain't shit gonna change in that goddamn system up there, because it's just like cleaning a dirty fish bowl. You pour the water out the fish bowl and fill it back up with clean water. That water gonna be just as goddamn dirty because you did not clean the fish bowl. Now, if you ain't gonna take the government and clean it up the way it needs to be, I don't care who you put up there, a change ain't gonna happen, especially not for us. I'm sorry.
I'm with you, but damn, no, you gotta think about this. There's just one thing I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
If you clean that fish bowl, right,
Mm-hmm.
and put them same goddamn fish back in there,
The fish now, the fish can be retrained, because it's just like this right here.
that's like herding cats.
Yeah,
Ain't no happening.
it's called adapting to the situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I'm gonna give you a quote that Mr. Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying, and I listen to him a lot.
Okay.
But he made the statement to say that Martin Luther King told Harry Belafonte that he felt like he had led his people into a burning building. And he said,
Never heard that.
Brother Belafonte,
Yeah, he
we
said-
must put the fire out.
Okay.
Mr. Farrakhan said, no, let the fire burn.
And burn them niggas up in the
burn the house down. The only thing that when fire touches stuff, it's never left in its present form. It changes. You can burn this whole house to the ground, leave all kind of debris and everything. You come back in here in the next 5 or 6 years, grass is green, land is still here, and you can rebuild.
It's prettier.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point to where we got to stop worrying about what the fuck they doing all the time and worry about us. We must protect us.
Well, now,
That's the way I look at
we
it.
can forget about what they doing, but if it's affecting us, then you just can't forget about it. You have to do things to try to change that narrative or change the needle. If it don't affect us, we don't give a fuck about what they're doing. But if they're creating laws and doing different things that affect us, then of course we have to. We can't let them get away with it. That's just like if you let Donald Trump get away with all the shit he just did, then I mean, hell, what's gonna stop him from keep doing it?
It ain't nothing. Nothing ain't gonna stop
So
it.
you gonna keep doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And before we burn the house down, we gotta do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta pull my car in. So,
Burn that motherfucker
yeah,
too.
burn that motherfucker. Make sure it's right where the fire is the hottest.
Exactly.
I mean, I got gap and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, kind of one, another one.
You gotta have everything fucking.
Yeah, you know.
Burn it down too, though. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to put some shit in there, like a couple pieces of jewelry and shit.
Like I say, it's
Because that's what you want.
you know what I'm saying. It's like this with me.
I want it to be green grass again too.
You know, y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I look at it and it's like, man, we sit back and we've been doing the same thing for the last 60, 70 years. Just like everybody been making a comparison to them breaking into the Capitol building as if it was Black Lives Matter up there. Now, Black Lives Matter, like you said, we got common sense. We know not to go do that. But in my opinion, I even say we need to stop protesting. Stop it. It's not getting us nowhere. Every time we protest something, it comes back. Cause think about it. We protested Philando Castile. Nothing happened. We protested Mike Brown. Nothing happened. What's the cat that just got up there in Kenosha? They got shot in the back and he paralyzed. Jeff Blake. We protested that. Nothing has happened.
You said nothing happened though?
No, the police didn't get charged. They said that it was self-defense for the police.
But at the end of the day though, awareness got raised, conscience got raised. Some people's minds got changed. Now the police, those particular people didn't maybe not get, what they deserve.
If you didn't get inspired,
minds and consciousness did.
In 2020, now we say good riddance to 2020 because of a lot of the bad things. But if you didn't get inspired in 2020 to know that those type of protests matter, when you had all these protests all over the country, all over the world,
yeah.
I mean, if that didn't show you how that can really push change, and we might say, you know what? Didn't nothing happen behind that?
Didn't happen to those individuals,
or anything at that particular time. But trust and believe,
minds and consciousness.
they don't want to see us unite. When we unite on a common ground, now all they're gonna do is they try to wait it out, let it die down, and then you on to the next. But now, what if it in those protests with George Floyd lasted for weeks? Weeks. I mean, you had protests all the way from New York City, California, all in Mississippi, everywhere, every little county, and nook and cranny.
Yeah, we did.
So that lets you know that it means something. You know what I'm saying? People do.
Minds, hearts, consciousness changed.
People realize right and wrong, and they will stand on the side of right in most cases.
Even the devil know right from wrong.
He know.
I'm just saying.
He making a choice, a conscious choice, but he know right.
I'm just saying. When you get when all the people come together. If it was just all black folks out there and we protested, it wouldn't have gotten as far as it got. You had white, you had black, you had Hispanic, you had people overseas, you had everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that came together and said, hey, this shit was wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. They don't want to see you. If we was all divided, that's what they want.
This is when I say we need to stop protesting. I'm talking about marching in the streets. I'm talking about if you want to protest, this is what you do. You go to your local senators, your local House of Representatives, and you get these shitbag ass motherfuckers the fuck out of there. Now, when you get them out of there, just like everybody preach about voting and doing this right here, put the people you want in office. Go out there and get them and put them in office.
That don't mean shit.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay, you did some bullshit. You did some bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden, you can go back to your house and you just chill on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You at home, you like, oh, I did some bullshit, so fuck it. But if you did some bullshit, and then when you go home, you got motherfucking reporters out there, you got motherfuckers out there in front of your house talking about, that affects you.
But wait, hold on.
That affects you. So you be like,
this is what I'm saying.
You
with
believe
this.
in the political process is what you're saying.
So to speak, I do.
With you saying there is a right person, but who is that right person? No, because like we've been electing folks forever.
Well, see, this is the thing. When we elect people, especially us as black people, just say for instance, Warnock and Ossoff over there in Georgia, right? We got them two in office. That's the first time the black man ever been voted into the Senate in Georgia.
U.S. Senate.
Now,
in the state of Georgia.
I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna have people make comments to say, "Oh, well, he's the first one. You got to give him time," just like they did Barack Obama. Hold his feet to the fire. Don't just be like, "Oh, well, he black. They wouldn't let him do nothing."
I don't think we can put our hopes up on.
I'm saying,
one group of people.
You know,
Don't take all of us.
It is.
Well, all of us.
Yeah.
We'll say. This is the key. This is the absolute key, and this is why people always criticize Barack Obama, saying that he didn't do anything. When Barack Obama got into office, he didn't have the Senate.
It didn't matter.
And he couldn't. You're a lame duck. You just sitting in the water. So you can't. Only thing you can push through is executive orders. So now, when you got the House and the Senate, which that election gave Democrats the majority, Senate, we already had the House. I say we, but you know, I do vote.
We know which way you vote.
I vote Democrat. I could be worth $1 billion. I'm still gonna vote Democrat.
I mean, like when you get there, if you're there, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like,
man, my thing is.
Well, yeah.
See, I'm like,
but the thing about it is, if you don't do anything, then you have that argument to say, okay, why didn't you?
Let me ask you a question.
Do more. But now, when you're in a lame duck, and then the Senate tells you everything that you do, we are going to go against it.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't give a damn what it is. It could be something to help them.
Let me ask you a question.
They say we're going to go against it just because they don't want to help or see anything that you put.
They don't want to see that agenda pass. I get that.
Yeah.
Then they don't get. Please, I want to hear this because
I got a question. Because didn't Agent Orange, did he have both of them? Did he have the House and the Senate? Or did he have just the Senate? Because the House was majority.
He had the Senate.
He had the Senate. So how he get all this bullshit passed that he got?
He ain't got nothing passed.
Oh, he didn't?
I mean, Barack got shit passed too.
So
he ain't got no more pass.
So
he did executive. He ain't did shit. He ain't did a goddamn thing. He inherited a motherfucking economy that was motherfucking set up for him by the Obama administration that was on the uptick, and he took credit for that. Other than that, he ain't did shit.
You being real disrespectful right now. that man got a little bit ass $2 million loan from his daddy and came up from his bootstraps.
A little bit.
Came up from his bootstraps, man. Real disrespectful.
That man worked hard for his money.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You being real disrespectful.
Hey, I didn't have much.
$2 million loan, man.
I just got $2 million back in goddamn.
Whatever it was.
That was back in the 80s, man.
I don't know what exactly.
$2 million back in the 80s was probably worth.
Million, 2 million, 3. I don't know, but man, you being real disrespectful.
Yeah, hey, look.
But no, I get what y'all saying. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you do have hurdles and obstacles in all of this situation. But I just feel like that, you know, we speak on a lot of stuff as far as, you know, politics, and I call it politics myself personally.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing out here is what it seems to the eye. Them storming that goddamn Capitol was something totally goddamn bigger than what we will ever see. Believe it or not, watch it. You give it about 2 months after Biden get in office, it's gonna be a new law that come up about protesting, rioting, and all that type of shit, where it's gonna be harsher sentences on people. Watch what I tell you now.
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with protesting. Protesting,
Watch
you
what I
have
tell
the
you.
right to protest. You have the absolute right to protest.
Constitutional thing.
You don't have the right during a protest to go and loot and riot
And break windows
and
and doors
and do those type of things.
Yeah.
You have the absolute right to protest. You can
I ain't saying you don't.
You can go protest any fucking thing you want
But at
to.
the White House, though, man, come on, man, that's like the center of everything.
But yeah,
And they did that, and they
we
got
can
away
go
with it.
protest at the White House.
Yeah.
We just can't break in that motherfucker
Yeah.
We ain't
and
going
put
in the
my
gate.
feet up on the goddamn desk.
We ain't
Or
going in the gate.
steal the podium.
We ain't going in the gate.
we ain't.
We gonna sit outside with our signs, yelling.
But that's a protest.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying like.
I bet you I ain't going in the gate.
Yeah. I'm.
Look, even if they open that gate up and say,
Hey,
hey,
y'all come on in. No.
It's a trick.
No.
these motherfuckers in the fuck up.
Yeah, man,
nah,
nah. Hey, Lil, if I was you.
Hey, if I was you, I'll stand my head right back in. But I mean, you know,
Hey, come on in.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying we have all of these conversations and stuff like this, but at the same time, what we have to start figuring out is, especially for I'm speaking of us as black people, brown people, melanated people, the minority. We got to figure out solutions for the problems that we're having, and then put the politicians, the politicians, whatever
Feet
we
to the
got
fire,
to
like you said.
feet to the fire about the shit that we need. Quit going up that motherfucker, putting the motherfucker in office and say, well, I sure hope he do something. Oh, he gonna get up there and he gonna fight with Massa. He gonna do this. Fuck that.
First,
Man, what?
We ain't sticking together, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, and this just may be me being once again a person that thinks I can't pessimist or no optimist.
The pesticide. What you doing now? Shooting roaches and shit?
Please do.
It just may be me being an optimist, but for the first time, I seen a president or a president-elect get up on the podium, call white people exactly what they are, terrorists and thugs, in the respect of the actions that they were taking. You had 4 years of Donald Trump sit up and would never condemn a white organization for doing wrong. I don't give a damn what it was.
You had 8 of the same president-elect. He ain't never say that shit back then.
Who? Obama?
The president-elect was the vice president to Obama for 8 years. He never stood up and called them terrorists when they was fucking us up in the streets over protest. So why all of a sudden is it so important now?
Let me say this.
Wow.
Let me say this. Hold on. No. Let me say this.
He could have been more vocal then.
Oh, wait a minute. He could have, but let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, and we always talk about change, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about people change.
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about I can't be, at least don't judge me for what I've done in the past. Judge me for what I do now.
Well, your past is
You
what
feel me?
make you who you are.
No, you feel me? I don't give a damn if you fucking 90 years old. You can change. You can change the whole world for the better.
You might can't.
It's your last damn breath. I'm continue if somebody, that's our problem.
I mean,
if somebody want to jump on or say, I want to do good for us, now we got a problem with their track record. I wouldn't give a fuck if it's David Duke. If he turn over and say, look, I've been wrong supporting the Klan. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm with motherfucking with.
Now that's new.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, would you reject that?
No, I listen to him.
Would you reject it?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna reject it.
Everybody has a chance to change.
No.
You believe in Jesus, don't you?
Fucking no.
Well,
Oh, really? No?
Shit no.
I know you don't.
Wait.
Long thing I'm saying is,
Did you just say that for real though?
he don't believe in that. But what I'm
I'm
saying
not
is,
religious.
but what I'm saying is this.
What is this? Cause that's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole other episode. But what I'm saying is this. Everybody has done things in their past. And if you are judged strictly on your past right now,
I'm fucked.
exactly. We all fucked.
What I'm saying is, I don't give a damn what you do now.
He said,
Just a rap.
he's all fucked.
Yeah. Sip so much. I'm shocked. If I'm on my head, I changed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying
I'm a whole different dude.
Whole different guy.
I ain't saying that you can't change. All I'm saying is, there is no need for us to give him praise now because he called them terrorists for fucking with his shit. And he wouldn't do it when they were fucking with our shit. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you went off there. That man say fuck with his shit. This
They
his shit,
fucking
man.
with his shit.
That's his house.
That's his house.
Yeah, now.
Not his house.
Whose house? Biden's house.
That's the
It's
people's
fine
house.
now.
Come on now.
People's house.
The people was just
And that's why,
That's what
hold
I
up.
said.
That's why the people felt like they can take their ass in there. And look, I wouldn't give a fuck. Don't you know you could go to jail for breaking in your own house?
Hell yeah, Obama homeboy did it.
Don't you know you can go to jail if you go out here and you decide right now to take a hammer to your own fucking car and beat that bitch up? The police come over here and they'll take you to jail.
I see you didn't see that Richard Pryor special where him and his wife had fought, and then he went out there and shot the tires on his car. And then the police came. Richard Pryor say, when the police came, he put the gun down and acted like he had some sense. Because the police don't shoot cars, they shoot niggas.
Right.
You remember that?
Right.
Be
There you
careful.
go.
Be careful.
That's just like,
But that's what he's telling you.
you be careful. I'm not saying that part. What I'm saying is, when you got people that's out here that's been speaking for the betterment of the black people for the longest, and we shit on them, and then all of a sudden, you get this, I don't even know what I want to call this motherfucker, but Joe Biden.
You ain't got no love for that dude.
Hell no. I ain't got no love for Biden. I ain't got no love for none of that bullshit because to me, Democrats and Republicans are the same motherfuckers. They just got them banging with different colors. These is gangbangers, nigga.
You just realizing that?
No, I've been through this shit.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying I'm not finna be out here talking about, yeah, I rock with the Dems, dog. No, hell no.
Hey, none of it gonna change.
Ain't none of that shit finna change for us.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
This nigga got a motherfucking a black woman as the vice president.
Dude,
We got niggas out here. Excuse me, let me stop using that word so much.
So
Let me stop.
Should we stop?
He got a black woman as his vice president. He got probably one of the most diverse cabinets, and he's still filling positions in history.
Yeah.
Trump had the most lily white cabinet in the history of the presidency, telling you, let's make America great again.
Motherfucker,
When was America great?
America ain't never been great.
Tell me when America was great.
You
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm gonna
For
say.
us.
Oh, okay. Us.
Because you finna lie.
Because America
paid for them for a long
for a
time.
long time. So this is the dog whistles that they are telling you or telling them to their people. What he's saying ain't speaking to you. Because he don't give a fuck about you.
Okay.
But now, at least you got a president that's willing to speak up on your behalf. He even said if that would have been a Black Lives Matter that went through there, it would have been a totally different outcome.
What is that, man?
And he said that is unacceptable.
It is. Of course,
Now who said that?
he's right right to say.
And now you're gonna sit up and talk shit about the man. The man is standing up for your black ass.
Nigga, he ain't standing up for me.
Man, y'all tripping out.
Nigga, this the same motherfucker that said, y'all get out and vote in Georgia. If you put the Democrats in office, I'll send the 2,000 immediately. What is that saying? Niggas go vote, I'm gonna send you some money.
Niggas ain't the only one gonna get the 2,000.
Who you think put the damn, put the motherfuckers in?
Niggas ain't the only one that voted for Biden. Biden got 84 million votes.
You ever been to DeKalb County?
Biden got
What is
80.
DeKalb County?
That was
Predominantly what now?
But that's white folks though. That put anybody in office.
Of course.
Let's
Yes.
back up. Let's back up here. If somebody got put in office, that's white folks.
Yeah,
Put them in office.
of course. So, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Let's just go back to the big picture.
Yeah, you're right.
The big picture. It's more of them
Than it is us. Yeah.
Of course.
They're the ones that put people in office. Yeah, we help. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We may have a swing vote.
We the one that push them over
We
the
may
top.
have the one that push them over the top. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if none of us go to the poll, they putting in office who the fuck they want.
They do that anyway.
But they do that anyway. That's Hillary
No,
Clinton.
they don't. No, they don't.
Okay.
Ain't not no
so
person
when you
in
win the popular vote,
but loses the electoral vote.
That was
Ask
fucked
Hillary
up.
Clinton.
I'm still.
what happened to that shit back in the with the Bush shit with
Yeah.
Florida? All that shit.
Hanging Chad.
Yeah.
I remember all that shit.
Nobody is elected, they are selected or selected.
Obama was selected.
Yes. Just like Biden selected.
Yep.
Or we need somebody to come in and
Whoever
rule
the
the country.
motherfuckers
like
doing the selecting, then we need to get them motherfuckers to keep selecting on our side.
Biden ain't on our side. You gonna realize it. Just keep living. Just keep living. You gonna keep living.
All right, man. You know.
You gonna figure it out.
Keep living.
Man, look. We done argued about this.
We ain't argue. We got a discussion.
I say we argued about it because I got loud. But at the end of the
What
day,
you think?
I think it's all gonna be okay. I think everything gonna be fine. I tell you what.
But now let me
I think they gonna stop by here and pay this goddamn nothing.
but now let me say this.
yeah.
Us. When you know when I say us, you know what
You
I'm
can
talking
drop a 12 pack by. I'm running low.
about. Yeah.
Corona extra.
Now, do you feel better with Biden being elected,
Shut up.
or if
Trump
Donald
being-
Trump would have had 4 more years? And you just say yes or no.
You asked him, did he
Goddamn,
feel
man.
better? You asked him, did he feel better? That's not a yes or no
You
answer.
mind and limit my answer much? Yeah. But I don't give a fuck. To be totally honest, it's not a yes no answer for me.
Okay.
Because I don't think either way it's gonna like swing our lives to be so much better.
I'm not thinking about yourself personally.
I can't. I can't speak for everybody.
I ain't saying think for everybody.
I can't think for half you motherfuckers.
So whenever I made the statement and said I was a billionaire and I would still vote Democratic, that was me thinking about other people.
Why would you?
Not me.
I'm gonna ask this and then
You
we're
feel
gonna get
me?
ready to share. We're gonna get ready to close.
So that's the only thing I'm saying.
But
A lot
myself
of
is-
times we can't just think about ourselves because you got a lot of stars and a lot of people with a lot of money that would serve their best interest to vote Republican. But they still support the Democratic cause because they know where they came from and they know the situation that their people are in. So they say, you know, hey, I'm going to still support until we are on a level playing field. Now you go ahead.
No. We good. You good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that really is, and I feel like we could carry that over to the next show. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a great hot topic on that one. Like, how do you know, what would you do if you were in the top 1% and voted Democrat? What would it change, and how could it change?
And then the same topic. Who gives a fuck if I'm top 1%?
Right.
Exactly.
I ain't vote. What? Who,
Yeah.
When is it? President. What is that? I'm top 1%. I don't give a fuck.
I pretty much buy
Shit
what
go
I
down,
want.
my nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying, though, you know what I'm saying?
that's crazy.
This nigga in the clouds.
Yeah. Who?
Hey.
America? What is
What?
that? You know what I'm saying? Not be a Latvia tomorrow and some other shit.
Yeah, we
what I'm saying?
international.
Into fucking that shit.
Damn.
And then another thing.
Probably ain't even living here.
That Jesus thing, man.
Oh man, we'll speak on it.
That is some interesting shit.
We'll speak on it.
That need to be recorded.
It's been recorded numerous times.
I have to look back. I'm going.
Oh yeah.
That has been said.
Oh yeah. Everybody know that.
Look back.
Even my mama know that. My mama tell me, baby, you might not say it, but you're gonna always be a Christian in my eyes. Baby. But no, man, like I feel like this was a great start to the new year. A great start to bringing the show back. TZ, I'm glad, man. You was on some shit today, boy. You got some pent up frustration, didn't you?
Man, we did this shit a while. What? I got goddamn get some shit out. I've been thinking about some shit.
Them feathers ruffled, didn't you?
Share. You know what I'm saying? Share.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Y'all like, y'all subscribe, y'all share this motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, we on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on Instagram, and we finna hit some other outlets coming up pretty soon.
We took a break, but we're gonna try to keep this one going.
Yeah, ain't no try to. We gonna keep doing it. I'm telling you, man.
Y'all invite me in.
Oh yeah, man. We appreciate you being on the show.
Blessing, man.
I'm telling you, and you're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
Shit.
She'll become a fixture.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay.
Hey, shit.
I ain't gonna be arguing with you about that.
I'm telling you.
Y'all dudes is the truth, man.
We ain't got no sense, man.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm like the old folks say, he down the road, he acting like he ain't got no damn sense.
Drive around that house.
But yeah, man, I'm glad to see everybody back, man. I'm gonna tell y'all again, Happy New Year. I want to say goodbye to Agent Orange and hello, Biden, maybe. We gonna see. But yeah, man. Y'all subscribe. Go to YouTube when this come out. Y'all gonna get a notification when it drop. We did pre-record the show, but I mean, hey, we always do that. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. Hey, Sipp City Podcast. We out there, bit.
She on a mission, when she drop it, watch her get it. I see you popping, girl, don't stop it, come on, get it. I got some partners on the block that's trying to get it. It's so legit, they punch a clock, but still get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Been on the road, that's how we rockin' when we get it. I spit my pimp and get her closer till she feel it. And then she whispered in my ear, you better get it.
All I need is like a scene and someone I can trust. On a mission, on the grind, get that bag, it's a must. Get it? What's understood, there's no need to discuss. When them haters come around, she ain't scared to bust. Christian Gucci and Prada, that Birkin, some money bag. We buying houses and yachts, riding around in the Jag. That whip got a drip, we head out on the strip. Pistol on the side, so we both walk with a limp. She a poppin' for a pimpin', always got my back. Hustle for that guap, she be out here stacking them racks. To the top, we won't stop, we don't fuck with the ops. Get it, shot it bad, and you know she got that watch.
She on a mission, when she drop it, watch her get it. I see you popping, girl, don't stop it, come on, get it. I got some partners on the block that's trying to get it. It's so legit, they punch a clock, but still get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Been on the road, that's how we rockin' when we get it. I spit my pimp and get her closer till she feel it. And then she whispered in my ear, you better get it.
Did I tell you stop over the table? Fat boy, get your big ass on. Told you stop over the damn table.
I tell you what, stand in the chair and say it to my face.
Get your big ass on. Get the fuck out.
Damn, your breath like cow shit.
I'll punch you in your motherfucking face.
You little short shit.
Till she feel it. And then she whispered in my ear, you better get it. Checking my demeanor by money like the casino flow. Only reason we stop us for something we haven't seen before. Flickering like a flame, but shining bright like a candlelight. Stepping up in the building and then she turned up the Fahrenheit. Temperatures rising, I know you feel it. Baby, I'm more than able to go as far as you willing. Body so photogenic, let me be your photographer. You need help making moves and let me be your choreographer. Like 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2. I'm trying to see what it do. I'm loving the way you're moving. I see you can move it better. Walking in like a dog and I'ma chase it like a catcher. She on a mission, when she drop it, watch her get it. I see you popping, girl, don't stop it. Come on, get it. I got some partners on the block that's trying to get it. It's so legit, they punch a clock, but still get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Been on the road, that's how we rockin' when we get it. I spit my pimp and get her closer till she feel it. And then she whispered in my ear, you better get it.
I like what you doing, baby, don't stop, get it. Them hating bras, now they ain't messing with it. They get it
they all say they lost, that's the pity. You first class with that ass, that's itty bitty. They call me Pretty Ricky, Mississippi P. did it. If you heard a hit about the city, you know he did it. If a nigga hating and he faking, you know he ain't with it. He say it ain't tricking, if he got it, so he ain't tricking, yeah. I'm bringing all the smoke, you can bring all your folk, yeah. The woman you call your hoe, I'm getting all the dope. And we going half on a baby, mathematics 50-50. I got it screaming, I don't stop while I get it,
She
yeah.
on a mission when she drop it, watch her get it. I see you popping, girl, don't stop it, come on, get it. I got some partners on the block that's trying to get it.